Happy Monday. It is not Tuesday, and Josh is not here. It is a chick-only episode tonight on Connectable, in my very own apartment. I have two very special guests with me. I have a special co-host and a special guest. So my co-host is Deb Lee.
Sorry, Josh, I might replace you.
AKA my bestie. I call her Deb Lee. So Deb Lee is here. The co-host Deb Lee is replacing Josh. So yeah, sorry, Josh. Chick only episode. Josh is actually out of town with his family at the beach, having a blast. Leaving this week up to me. I always tell him, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And here we are. He always lets me. So Deb Lee and I are co-hosting tonight, and our special guest. What did I say?
Yes.
The same thing.
Guest. Our special guest is sweet baby Kaylyn.
I was like, do I have to introduce myself?
Our guest is our dear friend Kaylyn. She works with us in our PE department. We all work together. We all see each other every single day, actually. So we are fortunately and unfortunately really good friends, and we get to bug each other every single day, including today when we don't have work. So Kaylyn is here. She's a PE teacher, volleyball coach, part-time comedian, all the things. So yeah, welcome.
Hi.
Kaylyn was actually also on my Not Here to Judge podcast, which has been on pause for quite some time now, but we talked about
It was a very uplifting episode.
anxiety and depression. We talked about Kaylyn has a dark sense of humor like myself. And then Deb Lee was on the Character Combine podcast. Right. Okay. She's nodding in agreement.
During COVID.
Yes. So both of them have had podcasting experience. So here we are. I decided that this episode, Kaylyn, sorry, I called her Sweet Baby at the beginning because that's her nickname in the office. It's because she's the baby of the group.
Baby.
She's a baby. It's a baby. So anyway, we'll just refer to her as Kaylyn. I decided on the topic pet peeves for tonight because anytime we have a pet peeves episode with Josh, Kaylyn, we always ask, like, we put on our Instagram, like, who has chime in, who has a pet peeve. Deb Lee, you've chimed in before. Several people have chimed in, but Kaylyn will send me a text thread that does not end. Goes, and I always save it for the end. I'm like, all right, I'm going to save Kaylyn's answers for the end, and I just kind of rattle them off. Yeah, it's been a fan favorite, and I know that Josh has had some questions for you in the past, and I know, and his brother Jordan wants to know why you hate men, I think. So
It's like, I hate men. It just confused me.
So yeah, anyway, so we are going to talk about pet peeves today.
I do have a whole thing to read that Josh sent.
Okay. Oh yeah, Josh sent Kaylyn a secret message, I guess, that she's supposed to read. I don't even know what it says. She wouldn't tell me. So go ahead. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, brace yourself, guys.
Okay.
It says, "Dear Kaylyn, thank you for pod sitting Deb for me on this episode. I'm always a little nervous leaving the podcast in Deb's hands, but I feel much better knowing you are there to hold it down. Obviously, you know her really well, but I wanted to provide a few tips for what to expect from her as a co-host."
Whoa. Did he say pod sitting? Oh my God. Okay. Continue.
"Please make sure she hits record before you start the show. I know this seems obvious, but I can't leave anything to chance. At some point, she will probably bring up her 2 weeks notice. If she does, don't panic, just smile and nod. We all know she won't actually quit, but at least it makes her feel like she's being heard.
I can't believe this.
She tends to share personal details that should be kept off the air. Don't be alarmed if she starts to give out her address, phone number, bank account, social security number, etc. Just remind her that this goes out to everyone unless she wants to be the subject of a Netflix murder doc. She should not do that."
I was just talking about that. Before, when you walked in, I was just talking. I just said, if I get murdered tomorrow, you have my location. And then Deb Lee walked in and my door was unlocked. So Deb Lee walks in and goes, "I could be a murderer." And I'm like, I was just talking about how I'm going to get, okay, go ahead. Continue.
Hopefully we don't get murdered. Third time's a charm. Please make sure she doesn't ramble about mermaids too long. This isn't a mermaid podcast. We're all excited for her new massage business, but just because mermaid is in the title doesn't mean it could lead to an hour-long mermaid conversation. It just can't. I know it's a lot, and I'm sure there are things I'm missing, but this should get you through this episode with Deb. If anything goes wrong, I won't blame you. I'll blame her. So enjoy the episode and have fun. P.S. I'm sure Debbie is rolling her eyes right now. Please let her know I don't care.
Did he say Debbie? He did that on purpose. I swear to God. I swear. He really sent you that. How long did that take you to write all of that?
I know,
Josh?
I read it and I was like, oh, I thought it was like a contract I needed to sign.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, podcasting with Deb. You know what, Josh? We don't need your disclaimers, but yes, a lot of that probably will happen. Well, speaking of my massage page, Kaylyn is actually is the one behind the scenes with my massage therapy page, Instagram page, which gets a lot of compliments and looks very pretty. So thank you. So if anyone needs any, what would you call that?
I don't even know.
Any designer, graphic,
Social media advertisement.
yeah. Advertisement.
I just make shit.
She did, well, anyway, hit her up. There you go. I'm just trying to get you some.
Well, yeah, that wasn't in the list of things, so we could talk about that.
But thanks, Josh. Thanks for that. He called me Debbie. I'm gonna remember that. Okay. So anyway, do we just want to get right into it and get into the pet peeves? Okay, Dilly, are you thinking of your pet peeves?
I am.
Okay. So I honestly didn't even write any down this time, but I obviously do have some because I want to, first of all, we need to talk about yours, Kaylyn, and then I have some that people have answered on Instagram, and then Dilly, I usually think of things as pet peeves,
like as we talk about
right as you talk about them. So, so then Dilly, you can jump in anytime.
Right.
You want to go first?
My pet peeve is basic, and you guys know this.
What?
My pet peeve is people being mean to animals.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I get in trouble all the time because I'm like, that person shouldn't be doing this, and my girlfriend's like, "That's your dog.
But
Calm down."
No, I agree. I think you're a monster if you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you think that pets should just be treated anyway. So anyway, but
I agree. It's a good intentioned pet peeve.
I'm also a animal lover. I guess you could say that. I wish I could have a farm of dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dilly wants to rescue all the dogs,
and I will one day. Mark my words.
I can see it.
I could see it too.
I'll do the marketing.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
that was a good one.
Do I just start with one, or should I just
yeah.
list and we talk about?
No. What's your first one?
Well, okay, the first two go together, and it's the sound of chewing and slurping.
Chewing and slurping.
Exactly that.
Thanks for the sound.
I wish you guys didn't hear that. It's
There's too many jokes here. Too many. It makes me want to put forks in my ear holes. And it's always bugged me. Like, I feel so bad because I cannot sit, like, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. I can't really sit at the table when it's quiet and everyone's, chowing down on some good food, because that's all you hear.
So what are you gonna do this episode will come out right after Thanksgiving, but for us it's coming up in a few days. So what are you gonna do? What happens usually?
Usually I just get drunk enough to not hear it.
Here's a question: how many drinks did it take for you not to hear it?
Not to hear a fucking lot. I usually will start with a bottle of wine and then go from there. But I do feel bad, but damn, like, and I think I don't know if it's just my family, but I do this, the more I think about it, the more, did you say Josh's brother wonders why I hate men?
Yeah,
the more it goes back to men, because I think men are the loudest chewers.
And for anyone listening, what I'm referring to is that I swear anytime Kaylyn has responded to any topic we talk about, not even about pet peeves, but other topics, she will put men in all caps. Just that's the answer.
With men, a million question marks.
Yeah, with question marks. And so I will always say men. And so that's why
it's on this list.
Why does she hate men?
I don't hate them. They're just,
we hate stupid men.
They're just stupid.
Interesting creatures.
Interesting. Easy targets.
So what about chewing for me, chewing and slurping, slurping, yeah, chewing, whatever. It's talking with food in your mouth, like when your mouth is open.
Oh yeah.
I'm of course I'm going to talk with food in my mouth at times, but like I'll try to like cover my mouth or at least wait until I'm finished chewing and then talk. But people who chew and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like if you cover your mouth, it's a different thing. But when you're just freeballing it with food in your mouth, talking, like it's kind of, that's a risk taker right there.
Yeah, I get like zoned in. I'm like just watching the food move in their mouth. I'm
I
like,
hear shit you say.
like
but...
I'm not looking at your eyes anymore. I'm looking at your mouth. I'm like, damn. Shit's going up and down, left and right.
Yeah.
Coming out of your mouth.
Are you chewing while talking, or is the talking chewing for you?
Exactly.
There you go. That's great.
Yes. You know what also gets me is, you remember back when we went to movie theaters, the Coca-Cola commercial where it's like a cup full of ice and they're pouring the Coke in there and you can hear the ice clink around and like the fizziness of the Coke. Oh my God.
You don't like
That's
that?
the worst sound ever.
See, I like that.
Me.
I like that sound.
I can't do that. I guess ASMR sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, ooh. I want to go home.
I don't want to see the movie anymore.
No, this is it.
It's a turn off.
God forbid they open a soda can.
You don't like the clink, like you don't like the. I'm about to have another.
Well, I do
truly.
if it's a beer.
So, if it's a beer, yeah. There you go.
A different sound.
Yeah.
Those are good ones, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
People that don't remember the lyrics but insist on singing.
Damn, that's a direct stab at me, Kaylyn. That's me with every song.
I literally looked at Deb Lee and I was like, oh, it's Deb Lee. To be fair,
I think this is like a direct attack.
To be fair, my mom's the same way, and I think once I know people a little better, I cut them some slack. But the last thing I need to hear for a good song is somebody fucking it up. What is it that Randy says? He's like, hey, who sings that? And you answer like, oh, like Tim McGraw. And he goes, yeah, let him.
Let him. Rude. It's really funny when Tracy sings the song and gets the words mixed up.
Yeah, she'd be making her own.
Making her own words. We're talking about people in our office. We're just name dropping. We're not gonna bleep any of these names out. We're just gonna keep it going.
The next one is men.
Men,
because there's a lot there. Stopping in a doorway. Get the fuck out the way.
well, that's like what our kids do that all the time.
Where was I? I was somewhere. IKEA. I was at IKEA today.
Oh.
And this lady had bought something, right? She's minding her own business, doing her thing. And she stops in the fucking doorway to ask somebody to help her load it in her car. I was like, I can't get out. I just want to leave. And here you are.
On my way.
Fuck.
I thought only teenagers did that.
Oh my God.
Because they'll just stand and they just have you.
Oh my God.
They just, okay, all three of us, we work together at the same school. So we might vent a lot about our job right now tonight, but they just stand in the doorway. They just stand. I'm like, get out of the way. The target bell's about to ring. You're blocking people from getting in the gym. Anyway.
Yep, can't stand it. That I also have when I go to open the door and the kids go inside before I get the door stop in.
Oh, they do that.
I'm all, where the fuck you going?
Excuse me?
I'm still in here. Like
they barge their way
Yeah.
through. They don't even wait for me I'm trying to open the door.
Okay. Damn, at least be courteous.
It wasn't just me. Got it. Did they do that to you, Julie? I feel like they're scared.
I'm like, I need to wait.
Wait.
I legit would have to stop, open the door, hold it open, and hold my hand out, like, wait.
It's just
And give them a look. Because I'm like, really?
they're usually the boys that do that.
No, the girls do that too.
I swear.
No, yeah, it's definitely the girls. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just be here waiting, getting hit by backpacks. The next one is untied shoes.
Oh, like
how people will walk around with their shoes untied.
Do they really?
Full confidence. Mostly, I will say it's mostly teenagers.
I'm like, you're gonna trip. No, I'm good. I'm like, all right.
But then your shoes look messed up as fuck. It just isn't a bit.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna be looking out next time I go to a store. I'm just gonna look at everyone's feet and see the adults and see if their shoes are untied.
How do you feel about the style of the shoelaces untied? hanging to the side.
Like the chunky shoes?
like if they're short laces, like not hanging on the ground.
Yeah, if they're short laces.
Oh, if they're not hanging on the ground, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Well, I think I have a pair of blowfish shoes that do that.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
cut, but like they're
Yeah.
they're like 2 inches. Like
I
they're
know
not
there's a lot of
like
like
you don't tie them.
with the chunky shoe trend. Like I
Mhm.
know like the Balenciaga shoes and whatever they have, like the runners that they have, they're not necessarily meant to be, you know, tied nicely, but at least they're not hanging on the ground. Like I know there's some Vans that have chunky laces that are meant to be untied but don't hang on the ground. Like all of that is fine, but
I know.
tie your shoes.
I'm gonna look now. I'm gonna see if grown ass adults have their shoes untied or
Kills
not.
me. Pajama pants also kills me.
Is that on your list really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to me, in all honesty, it does, right? Like, I feel like that pajama pants became more of a thing the last few years, like more and more.
Post pandemic.
Adults.
Post-pandemic.
Wait, adults or teen? Like we see our teenagers
Both.
wear 'em. Adult, really?
I
Yeah.
can't the
Oh my
the
God.
flannel like pajama pants that
Yeah, yeah.
our kids wear a lot of time. I hate it when the kids wear it,
Mhm.
but especially when there's an adult, I'm like, really? You couldn't even be bothered to put on like a decent pair of sweatpants?
I was gonna say I can understand.
Yeah, put the
Sweatpants-
white sweatpants on.
Yeah.
Sweatpants, yes, under like that's. I wear sweatpants out and about, and like you know, like it's always
Just comfy.
we dress comfy, but really, okay. Now I'm gonna be on the lookout when I'm out and about. I'm gonna try to pay attention to see if grown ass adults
Yep.
have their shoes untied
Mm-hmm.
and flannels.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay. Wow, that's interesting.
Slow walkers.
So,
I feel personally attacked.
Listen, I'm a slow walker, but I know how to get out of the way. You know, I walk to the side. I'm not taking up a whole fucking sidewalk.
I was gonna say how about like a family. I think Josh and I have talked about it on this episode. A family of slow walkers or like friends, like just lined up,
Yeah, like
slow
fucking
walking.
6 deep on a sidewalk, and you're like,
Billy's just working on her next truly there. I was good. Now you want one? I asked you for one earlier.
Jordan, I feel like
You mean Josh?
You
Which
did-
one? Who are you talking to?
because Jordan was the one that asked why she hates men.
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
I think there's a lot of her pet peeves are directed towards me. If that makes you feel any better, I feel personally attacked.
well,
Men-
let's see.
men
I don't
into
think
me.
anything else applies to you. How do you say the word syrup?
Oh,
Syrup,
syrup.
Are you a syrup person or a syrup person?
syrup.
Hold on. Give me now. No, I can't say. Give me a minute and then I'll say it.
Okay, we'll go
because
back to
I've
that
heard
one.
both of them now, so I can't even do it now.
Mhm. Well, yeah, slow walkers, specifically when they don't know how to get out of the way,
Mhm.
right? Or they make it everybody's problem that they walk slow.
That's Disneyland for you.
It's any
Oh,
shopping
man.
mall, it's any like big store.
You know what I've caught myself doing? Okay, so at school with our kids, when obviously they all walk as slow as shit. I say beep beep, I say beep beep. I say look out, beep beep, beep beep, and then they all just kind of move. Okay, I caught myself doing that in public. So so I'll be when I worked in Midtown when I was doing, cover charge.
Mhm.
So it was one of the nights where the Kings games was going on. I had to have an Uber drop me off like a block away because my Uber couldn't even get to Darling Aviator. Like it was
Yeah.
just that K Street was blocked off. So it drops me off. I start walking out, and that K Street, you know how it's like an alleyway? It was like literally shoulder to shoulder. I've never seen it that packed.
Wow.
Shoulder to shoulder packed, and I'm like almost late to walk there, and I'm literally yelling, beep, beep, excuse me, beep, beep. And people moved out of the way. It was great. But like it works. But like that's what I've had to do to get people to move. I say beep beep.
I found that the kids respond to the sound of keys well. And
Oh,
so I
yeah.
just shake my keys and I'm all excuse me.
I just stuck with beep beep.
And they're like, huh.
Once they realize that it's us.
Yeah.
Because we blend in with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
The next one is people with loud cars.
Oh my God, don't even get me started. Like just
Like
don't.
why?
I
Like,
just
why don't we just
you know
tattoo your forehead that says I'm an asshole?
like I feel like it's compensation for something else.
Yeah, if you
Like
got a
that's-
little dick, just say that. Right? Like not
Maybe
even
it's a warning to people. My car
away
is
from
loud.
me.
I have a small dick, so just giving you a warning, just in case you don't want to go there.
And especially like, it's because you're inside of your car. Unless you're driving your car with your windows down 24/7, rain or shine, then okay, yeah, you can make it sound how you want. But you're in that motherfucker with the windows up. You can't hear what the fuck's going on outside of it, as loud as it is. And then you go into a parking garage and disturb the peace.
Like okay, there was one, okay, I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but whatever, I'll tell it again. So Tracy's calling me right now. Ever a cameo? No. Okay. My call stopped. Okay. But there was when I was in my other apartment upstairs, you know how it's facing the pool and it's facing that parking lot. So there's like an empty parking lot that my balcony is facing.
Oh god.
And there was one day I just heard a bunch of noise, like car noises, like I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It was just loud as shit. And I go out my balcony, and that parking lot is full of like a self-made car show. Like someone, like someone gathered all these people, all these cars, and were just revving their engines and doing loud, like more annoying than you can ever possibly think of loud. And I call my neighbors downstairs and I'm like, do you hear that? And she's like, yeah, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know. And then
what are they called? Sideshows?
It was crazy. And then the only time I ever saw my next door balcony neighbor was in that moment. We both stepped outside. I lived in that apartment for 2 years. It's the only time I ever saw him. We both stepped outside. We both looked at each other, and he just shook his head and got his phone out and put it up to his ear and then walked back inside. I'm like, oh good, he's calling the cops.
Nice.
And we literally had a helicopter cop come and tell everyone, you need to leave it unless you have a business license to be out here. You cannot be out here. But it was just a loud, annoying car show. I just don't understand it. I don't get it.
People will stop the freeway to do that shit.
I don't get it. Like,
oh
why?
my god. Aside from the fact that emergency services can't get through, okay, it's a major highway, but they be stopping that shit on I-5 and whatever. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Who's benefiting from this besides your ego?
I don't get it. It's a world that I will never understand, and it's so annoying as shit, especially when I'm going for a jog and I'm running, and then they will just like rev their engine right by me. It'll scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
my heart will stop.
You're about to hit me.
It scares
so
me.
loud.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. Okay, I agree. Annoying.
I have the new rappers that sound like they're underwater.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? She knows what I'm talking about.
Shut up.
Like the mumbling almost.
Yeah.
I sent you guys a reel. Remember? Did I send you guys that TikTok? It was someone saying, rappers back.
Oh, yes.
And rappers back in the 90s or when I was young, and I don't know what song they were playing, but an old school, like you can clearly hear the lyrics, and it was something. It's like it wasn't even like inappropriate. It was just something like going out to the bar, going to like something along those lines. And then it skips to music nowadays that my nephew listens to, and it was like that. I was like, oh, like you could barely
the kids like
understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I'm like, are they like genuinely? Are they speaking English? Like, it's okay if they're not, but like, what
are you saying? What is your lyrics like?
Yeah, and the kids are like, isn't that so good? I'm like, I'd rather kill myself.
Well, it tracks. Some of our kids talk like that. I'm thinking of one kid in particular, exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, what did you do? Can you stop? I can't understand
I need to enunciate. Apparently it's a lost skill. Oh, can we go back to the syrup and syrup conversation?
Dang it. No, you just said it again. Syrup. Okay, I did it. Syrup. How do you say it?
Okay, wait.
See? I know.
When you say maple syrup, I'm a syrup person.
Maple syrup.
I'm not a syrup person.
Syrup. I think I'm more syrup than syrup.
Maple syrup.
Syrup. I know I can't say syrup. I do say syrup.
Syrup.
SEER.
Syrup. Syrup kills me.
Syrup.
How I say it?
I say it like that too. Syrup.
Syrup
is like the true like Midwest way to say it. Syrup. Yeah, exactly. So some syrup with some supper.
Syrup with your butter.
Syrup with butter. My waffle.
Your pancake.
Was that a pet peeve of yours, or you just felt like saying?
I'm many times have you heard people ask
It's
for
my brother.
syrup?
My brother's the syruper.
Okay.
He's the
I was like,
syruper.
He's the syruper.
You're the syruper. What did your
I'm a
parents?
syruper.
Did your mom say syrup?
My
Syrup?
dad will say ketchup.
Shut up.
And
he
that
will.
launches me into
Ketchup.
traffic too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's
That'll launch you into traffic.
ketchup? Did I say it right?
ketchup, yeah. But
Okay.
he says ketchup or catsup. And I said, I'm
Where you-
leaving.
Where are your parents from? Like what part?
My dad is was Connecticut, then Boston, then California.
Oh, okay.
My mom's family is from like Alabama and whatever.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. My mom side of the family is Oklahoma, so they say like supper and dishwash.
Oh yeah. Check the oil.
What?
The oil.
Oh, the oil.
Maybe because I am a foreigner. I got what she said.
Lee is from the Philippines.
I'm a foreigner.
Foreigner. You're so stupid.
I was like, where is she going with this?
I know.
I had to find the
Why?
right word to say. I didn't want to be inappropriate. Too
All
inappropriate.
right, what else do we
You-
have?
Well, I mean, I have some, but you keep going if you have more.
Oh.
We'll keep. You're like,
I
I
have-
have take a break. Want to take a break from your list?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll pause. Yes.
Okay, let me just add one thing because we were talking about how people dress and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People that wear all white.
After
I-
Labor Day or in general?
In general,
Okay.
I'm like, first of all, you're gonna spill something and that's just gonna irritate the hell out of me because you were gonna have a stain. But then again, I'm like, wow,
Who are you trying to impress?
you trying to get married or something?
Yeah.
People still wear all white.
A
What?
lot of people do.
It's the rich white
I
people
can't.
that I see wearing white. It's country
Or like
club.
the white sweatsuit that people wear. Like, have you
Wearing
seen like
white?
people wear white sweatsuits? I'm like,
Okay, if it's a matching set
no. Still no.
and it's white, yeah, no, I can't do it. It doesn't, to me, it just screams, I'm not a human. Because any human would spill some shit, right?
Oh shit.
I mean, you bump into anything. Shit, I bump into my fucking car door and I have a stain on my sleeve. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
everything gets everything dirty.
Yes. All white. That's bold. White in general. White.
Especially
pants.
after Labor Day.
Especially after. Why? I don't
I
understand.
don't know.
I don't get it either. For me, it's dangerous just because I will spill on it.
Yeah.
Like I literally one time went to a wine tasting event, Barbera, not this year obviously, but a few years ago, with a white tank top. I purposely packed a black tank top and I had to use it.
Yeah, oh my
I
god.
had to use it.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I posted on Instagram some, who, pet peeve episode, send in your pet peeves. I had a couple of responses. So I call him T. His name is Tahua. He was one of my boxing instructors at Title. He responded, people who ask about pet peeves. So this whole episode basically.
Well, this isn't about you, T.
This is about us. So you can shut it. I'm just kidding. Thanks for putting that in. So I don't know if he meant like people asking about like what are your pet peeves? Is that what he meant?
I think he's just fucking with you.
He's always fucking with me. Okay. All right. Thanks, D. And then let's see. Blake, my other boxing instructor, he gave 2. He said pushing in your chair. And then I don't know if he means like
Or lack thereof.
or like you push in your own chair. It just says pushing in your chair. So maybe like you stand up and you push your chair back in. Like
Well,
that
you're
noise.
supposed to do that.
The only thing I can think of is like
People
the
don't do
noise
that.
or not pushing in
Yeah,
your
not
chair.
pushing in your
So,
chair.
like you gotta be more specific because
Or the sound, yeah, sound makes sense.
sound. That's the only thing I can think of is like the sound like on the floor, like when you push the chair in. It's annoying, I guess. Okay. And then he said no blinkers.
Oh,
Okay, I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I don't use
I
blinkers.
feel personally fucking attacked today. God damn.
no blinker? Well, you drive a truck.
What
You
does
don't-
that mean?
You don't need a blinker.
It's called, my dad calls it right of weight. So you know how it's normally right of way?
Yeah.
So it's right of weight. So the heavier vehicle has the right of way.
Wow. Well,
Sorry
my car.
to Ariel.
No, well, Ariel, she's got like the sensors on.
Mhm.
So if I don't put the blinker on and I veer over,
Tries to correct you.
she blinks at me and then tries to push me back.
Yeah, so is
in
my
the
mom's
lane.
car.
So I have to put my blinker on.
I think my car does too, but I turned it off.
Yeah, she does beep, beep, beep. yeah, she doesn't let me. So anyway, so I have to find a blinker on, or else I wouldn't, but it's a kind of good way to force me to do it. So someone agreed with you on one of them. So Coach Alex said people eating with their mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so basically chewing, and I said eating, talking with food in their mouth.
Specifically like foods like cereal.
Yes.
Why cereal?
Ooh.
Why?
Because you have the milk in there and just
Like
you have the colorful
if
cereal.
you get a spoonful of cereal, right? You're eating your cereal and you have to slurp it into your mouth. I think you need a smaller bite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? You should be able to fit the whole thing in your mouth and just pull the spoon out. We'll leave that there.
Okay, here's another one. It's not, I don't know if it's a pet peeve or more so something that I can't personally do. So it just kind of, it's like cringy to me because I have sensitive teeth the older I get. So like, I can't have like cold things on my teeth. When people take, I don't know if you guys do this, maybe get a big ass spoon and take a big scoop of ice cream and just okay, again.
Just shove it in their mouth.
Yeah, you don't know how else to say it. Shove it in, just put the whole thing in and just bite it, all of it.
Eating ice cream.
Or like just putting just like a whole scoop and just in your mouth and it's gone. I have to take like little baby nibbles. Like my teeth are super sensitive.
Ask Delee, she likes blue ice cream.
Maybe that's why I puked the other day when I had all that ice cream.
Yeah,
maybe I
no
took big, and there was a lot of toppings in that ice cream.
Oh my god! Do you take big bites of ice cream?
Probably.
Do you bite into your ice cream? Like bite into it?
If it's on a cone, I do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, cone,
God.
not like
No.
a spoon, like.
With this, no. Take manageable bites.
See, I can't
Yeah,
even
no,
bite.
I don't do like big bites unless there's like a bunch of toppings and you just happen to get toppings.
If I have a big ass cone of ice cream, I think I'll probably bite an edge or two.
Yeah.
I can't even bite my. It's just me.
Is it your sensitive teeth?
Yes, I like can't even bite ice cream. Like I'm just, I know. Again,
Wow.
Kaylyn, first of all, shut up. What I'm about to say next, but like I have to lick it. Like the whole. That's all. That's it.
Yep.
I can't bite it. So, we're really trying to. We're really holding back here, you guys. I'm sorry. We got to keep it kind of. Anyway, okay. We're holding back.
I have one.
No. Okay.
When people don't return their carts in the proper cart area.
Oh, when they leave that bitch in a parking spot.
Or when they put it like right next to your car, I'm like, motherfucker.
Yes, that's fine. No, Josh isn't editing this. I already told him he's not, so it's fine. You can say
Like,
that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, it's
the car
fine.
place is like 2 spots over. What the hell?
Yes. Someone told me once upon a time that there's a special place in hell for people who don't put their carts back.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
And it just makes it so much harder for the workers that are out there getting those carts for you to use.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they're walking around, they're trying to collect them and they got their long, the cart, and then there's one way the hell over there and they have to go get it. And it's just, yeah. So anyway, that's a good one. I forgot about that one. So Coach Alex also had another one. He said, another pet peeve is if you're in a bad mood, stay at home. Don't bring it to work or my house.
Dang, man, I won't be at work all the time. I know. Sorry, Alex. You won't be at work. Then again, I haven't been to work this whole month.
I can't count how many times Delee has opened the door and been like, man, fuck today.
Or I get the look.
And it's 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Bad news.
I'm cranky today. I gotta go somewhere.
No, it's Joey's fault. Bad news. Joey walks in our Josh knows Joey, Coach Rawlings. He walks on our side of the office and we're like, what do you got for us today? Bad news, Joey. He just will immediately start talking about something bad that happened in the news. 8 a.m. Boom.
And something like horrendous, not just like, oh, there was a car accident.
No, something horrific he'll tell us about. And then he walks away. And just leaving us all in there with that heaviness in the air. And we're like, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Ass.
Yeah, thanks. I'll go kill myself now.
I can't.
Go full circle.
Oh my God. So those were those responses. And then Josh had a few that he sent me because he's on the beach today.
Wow.
Or he might be
people
bed right now.
People that have dogs that aren't nice that let them off leash, and then they're like, they come up to you and your dog, and they're like, oh, he's nice, and he's fucking snarling and snapping at your dog. I'm like, listen. I ain't never kicked a dog, but we're gonna test it today.
Well, no, but why? Because okay, so when Molly was alive, I knew she does not like other dogs. There's no way. Like, even if someone was walking towards me on the same side of the sidewalk, guess what I did? I went on the other side of the street.
Yeah,
because I'm like, ooh, it's not gonna be good. So I did. Yeah, I don't.
You're
I
a
don't understand that
responsible
either.
dog owner.
No. Anyway,
I have one. Sorry, I'm like thinking of this as we go along. People that go to a restaurant and think that they're high and mighty and are rude to servers.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I
Like,
hate that.
you know, they're being nice. They're trying to do the best they can. They're serving 10 other tables, and why the fuck are you rude?
Oh my God, my grandfather threw a piece of chicken at a waitress.
Shut up.
And and listen, I wasn't there for this, I'd like to say, because otherwise
What
I might have caught a charge.
when like was this
was
recent?
No, this was years ago. Well, so yeah, semi-recent. I was grown.
Okay.
And my mom told me about it, and I said, "What in the motherfucking?" And she goes, "We handled it. Don't worry."
He threw a chicken, like a piece of chicken.
Because he was bitching about it.
And he threw the chicken out.
And he tossed the chicken.
Oh my God. I was gonna say.
Oh my God.
I asked when, because I'm like, was he a child or
a
like,
special place in hell? Yeah, for those kind of people too.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, like they're out there doing their job for X amount of hours and dealing with people and just trying to balance all those things. And to me, if they're not being rude to you, you have no reason to be rude back.
Yeah.
Or people that don't leave tip.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, like why?
Like I work at tip. So I work at a bar, and people
we all have side jobs, but
yeah, and there are people that act all no, I got this round, no, I got this, and you look at the receipt, $0.
Yeah, a $300 charge of shots and no tip.
I'm like,
I don't understand how you don't tip at all.
Yeah, like to me, the rule of thumb is like when you get a beer, like they open it for you, you leave $1 or $2. So they're just opening it for you. Like you have to leave something. Like
I agree.
Don't act all rich and stuff and you're cheap.
Yeah.
Well, like like people who tip bare minimum, like whatever. Okay, maybe that happens more often than not. But $0 tip.
Yeah.
Like,
even if when I get bad service, I don't leave $0.
I don't think I've ever left no
tip. I would leave like the bare, like what? 10, like 12, 15%.
15, yeah.
Yeah, but I would never leave $0.
Yeah.
I working cover in Midtown. I would get tipped working cover. Literally didn't deserve it. Like I would sit there and people are like tipping the card reader and tipping, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, fine. Someone asked me one time, why would I tip you? And I'm like, I don't know. Don't tip me. I'm just sitting here. I'm literally sitting here just holding the card reader. Like I'm not doing anything special, like at all. Like you're just paying. I'm just here because they need someone to take cover money. And so that I understand. I'm literally doing nothing, but like a server, a waiter, a bartender, someone who's like hustling their butts to like do something. It's service, yeah. It's the service industry. I tipped our Thai food guy, put some dollars in the little jar just now, like, and it was just a pickup. Like it's just something nice to do, and it comes back around to you in a positive way. Like I can't understand $0.
Yeah, like I don't think people understand that. Like waiters, servers, bartenders, they make minimum wage, and
even
they only
less sometimes.
Yeah, and they only. The money that they make is off their tips. So just, I don't know.
Well, and if you've been in that industry, especially, like you especially understand.
I understand now why my mom got mad at me as a kid, because I would steal a tip, the cash tip. We would go out.
Kid.
Hey, I was a klepto.
Oh my.
We know. She would yell at me. She would yell at me, put that back. I'm like, okay.
We got stories.
Why? It's free money, Mom.
It's just sitting there. No one's taking it.
That is so funny.
So Josh sent in a few. So one of them is adults who don't say please and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Absolute fucking lootly.
That's sorry. What'd you say? Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but man, like we work with kids, and I would have to stare at a kid and like, I need this. I'm like, you're missing something. Try that again. And for an adult not to know that, there's a few things in this world that gets me fired up, and it's courtesy. People don't have courtesy or manners.
That's
Absolute fucking literally.
and wait, he added in his comment. He said that's base level civility. Yes, yes, it is. Please and thank. Like, no, we have to teach our teenage kids how to say please and thank you. So for adults who don't say it,
Yeah, can I get a pass? Not with that attitude.
Nope, absolutely not. And it's kind of like it's like the same level.
I'm all fired up now.
Sorry, we're still cracking up that you said absolute fucking lovely. It's like the same level as when you hold the door open for someone and they just walk in.
Yeah, I say, okay, I'll go fuck myself. That's literally what I say. Like the last few times I've been to Starbucks, I've done that. And I've said, okay, I'll go fuck myself.
You said it out
And then,
loud?
like, say it out loud. And then the next person coming in will be like, oh, like the shock factor is there. Like, oh, I got it. I go, oh yeah, sometimes I forget them in public.
But no, I can't. I understand our teenagers, what we have to teach them to say thank you, and we have to teach them if I'm holding the door, like we'll have kids hold the door open for each other and they just walk in and I yell, no one's saying thank you to so and so, like thank you, you know, and then they realize, oh shit, okay, sorry, thank you. But for a grown-ass adult to just walk in, you're holding the door open, especially if it's, I hate to be sexist here, but a woman like us, like, and it's a guy that walks in and they don't say anything, it's like,
well, I'll just go fuck myself.
Do you know what I do? Especially if it's a guy that walks in without
You
saying
shut
thank
the
you.
door on him.
No, I look at them up and down. Like, what the fuck?
do you say, what do you say? Do you feel big? Do you
You feel like a man now?
feel like a man now? Delea's gotten in trouble at work for saying that to a student. So.
Worth it though.
That's what we all want to
Worth
say.
it.
Or that was just not fired, it's
good.
fine. So yeah, adults who don't say please and thank you, base level civility, yes, absolutely. And then Josh says another one is pretending you care how I'm doing when you really just want something from me. Just be direct.
Oh.
And we talked about this in our last episode with Alexis, and so Alexis Smith. So she was talking about that too. She's like, don't pretend like someone, like she was saying how like, just for example, let's say someone hits you up on Instagram or something, someone you went to high school with like 15 years ago and they haven't talked to you since, then all of a sudden they start talking to you and then they're like, well, I'm doing this program if you're interested.
Oh.
So it's like they don't really care how you're doing when they start
Yeah.
up by saying,
Yeah.
how are you? How's it been? It's been forever, blah, blah, blah. And then they get to their point of like
Yeah.
why they're reaching out to you. So she was just saying, just be direct. You don't care how I'm doing. It's fine. You just start by asking me, would you like to buy this product? Or
Yeah, no, like
So
to me, at least the proper way to do it, like, because I've had to learn how to do that. Like, hey Deb, I hope you're doing well.
Mhm.
I'm starting out this new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
don't
you're
ask me.
interested. Yeah, no, just like, you know.
Yeah.
How are you?
We don't need any false.
Conversation.
It's funny. So I was talking to, this is exactly something. So one of the soccer girls, I won't say her name just to kind of like protect her, but she was telling me how she was, you know, on a dating, she met someone on a dating app years ago, and then he popped up on, no, I don't even think it was the dating app. I think he just popped up on her Instagram. Anyway, and she and then all of a sudden they're talking and he starts asking her like questions like, how are you, blah, 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 like personal questions, and they start going back and forth, just very, she's like, okay, so she's kind of getting into it, and then all of a sudden he mentions that he's a personal trainer. And then he mentions and says, oh, I see you like to work out. And she still like thinks it's like just conversation, like, yeah. And then he happens to mention, well, I'm doing this training program and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, like, okay, cool. Thanks, guy. Thanks for making me believe that like you were like interested in me and all you're doing is trying to sell me a program.
That's bullshit.
And that's the worst way to do it, seriously. If it's like a guy seemingly trying to hit, like it seems like he's hitting on you or that he's interested in you. So that's that experience she had recently. Like
that's awful.
annoying. It's like, don't try to pretend like you care about me. Just tell me the product you're selling, or tell me,
Yeah,
just get down to it. So
seriously.
anyway, so that was one of Josh's. So pretending you care how I'm doing when you really just want something from me, just be direct. Yeah. And that's all that Josh sent me. But
I have another one.
yes.
People who are not considerate or rude to old people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, to me, like, especially if you're young, I feel like teenagers need to learn this, or like even people, I feel like our age nowadays, like, let's say you're in a bus and an old lady or an old man standing up, give them your damn seat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, or helping or like giving somebody, like pulling a cart for an older lady or opening a door for them, right? Like,
Yeah.
dude, like I said, manners.
Mhm.
Manners is a big thing, like that. I feel like, I don't know if it's a generational thing that they don't know about.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to teach them right now.
Yeah. I have another one.
Yeah.
Mine is very unrelated, but mine is making everything a crop top. Is a pet peeve of mine. I, as a tall person, okay, and as a tall, like, bigger person as well. Like, I'm, I'm not a 5'11" supermodel at all. But I can't find a normal length shirt at all.
They're all crop tops.
not even gonna lie, like, when I used to wear girl shirts, right? Like, I would just want like a normal t-shirt, like that's a girl cut. But I'm like, if I raise my hand, you won't see my belly.
Yeah. At this rate,
And
I'm gonna
nobody
pop
wants
a
to see
titty
my
out.
belly.
Say that again.
At this rate, I'm gonna pop a titty out with how short they're getting. Fuck.
Man.
Yeah, the trends, the fashion trends definitely ruined I hate shopping. I can't do it.
A cropped hoodie, launch into traffic.
I am into the big, and it's so comfy. I'm into the big baggy t-shirts. I think the
Yeah.
kids still wear them.
I think it's coming back around, like the big baggy thing.
And the big baggy jeans too.
I have not tried the baggy jeans yet. I'm afraid to try it because I'm 36. So I'm like, am
No,
I too
okay,
old
so
for this?
I asked my volleyball players, I was like, listen, like, am I too old for this? And they're like, no, they're like, honestly, at any age, like, if you wear something with confidence, then you're fine.
Oh,
And I
like
love that about the younger generation is like, yeah, they'll kind of, like, haha millennials and skinny jeans, like they'll kind of pick at it. But at the end of the day, they're like, hey, as long as you're happy and you're working it and you're confident, like, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I'm very much attached to my skinny jeans still. My ripped skinny jeans, which
Yeah.
by the way, the ripped jeans, I'm always this generation. I'm like, you guys did not invent that, by the way.
No.
My generation, we were ripping our own jeans.
You
damn it.
you say with a gaping hole in one of your jeans
Yeah.
in the thigh.
Yeah, exactly. We ripped our own jeans. Okay. We started that. Yeah.
I feel like if I wore baggy jeans, I'm gonna look like how I looked in 7th grade. My big shirt.
Hey, you
With my Air Forces. With a basketball short underneath.
I think that's what I think I agree. I think that's how I think I'll feel because the trends are coming back around. When I was in elementary and middle school, we wore the baggy cargo pants. We wore the big shirts. I have pictures that I posted on my story before of me and my sister when we were like 7, 8, 9 years old. You already know what I'm talking about. In spandex and a big shirt. And I'm like, and I'm literally wearing that right now. It's comfy, but yeah, I'm afraid to bring back the baggy cargo.
Not even gonna lie, I have a pair of cargos. They're not baggy, they're a little.
I bought a pair of baggy.
Did?
They're black. Yeah, they're not super cargo-y cargos. They have like maybe one pocket on each, one extra pocket on each leg. And I honestly, up until now, I forgot that I bought them. I was like, oh, I'll give these a
Should we do a
shot.
cargo day tomorrow, Kaylyn?
What's tomorrow?
I don't know.
Tuesday.
Cargo Tuesday?
Another day. Just another day.
We'll go cargo Fridays.
I wonder because at work we always wear our workout clothes because it's it's PE or whatever leggings, whatever, sweatshirts. We're just comfy. I wonder if one day if we just show up and dress like them and we have our baggy jeans on and see what they do.
They'd be like, "Are you sick?"
I know they'd be like, "What's wrong with you guys?" Get Tracy to do it with us.
Oh my god, I would pay good money to see Tracy Ramandini
Some baggy pants.
in Gracie's clothes.
Her daughter's clothes. Tracy is we like to call her our grandma, our old lady, our
Uh-huh.
old lady coworker. We say it to her face, so don't worry.
She knows. She calls
knows.
herself grandma.
She does. I don't call her grandma, I call her mama.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. My mom.
I think technically she's great grandma.
She's for you.
Grandma.
Oh, this has been fun. I don't know. Can you guys think of any other? I mean, we can go on and on.
Chip nail polish.
Chipped nail polish. See, that's why I don't paint my nails anymore, because that's me walking around
I
with
mean,
my chip nail polish.
like, okay, so some chips, fine, right?
Yeah.
We're all human.
Yeah.
But if you're a picker, especially if you
Mhm.
always pick and you know you're gonna have fucked up nail polish and you're out here,
Well, luckily my massage profession does not allow me to wear nail polish, so that's my excuse. Not doesn't allow me, but like they just say you're not supposed to. But I don't, so I just don't anymore.
yeah.
I won't show you my toes right now though.
Oh, my toes. I say that my toes are all grown out, like, you know.
I won't show you
So.
my toes. But no way.
I am definitely.
Lee, when's the last time you painted your nails? When? No, you did.
2015.
Yeah. Her girly phase.
Maybe 3 years ago,
Okay.
but I can't help it because I would pick at them.
Yeah.
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 DJ has done it for me before.
Mhm.
She put like acrylic on it and I peeled it all off and I got yelled at.
Jeez, you peeled. Oh my god.
I got yelled at.
So Kaylyn, your nails right now, let me see. So you have acrylic. So these are like a good length. Like this is like a classy length. Okay, there's a girl in your class who has nails so long.
They're
No,
like,
I'm
I know what
talking
you're talking
about.
Yep.
They're long as shit. They're like a freaking 6-inch Subway sandwich.
Mhm.
They're so long. I look at her and I'm like, what? How?
I don't know how.
How do you do anything?
I
What
think
do
it's
you,
like practical things like how do you put your shoes on?
how do you, I don't
you know?
how do you wipe your butt? I mean, I don't ask her that obviously,
Right.
but like, I'm just thinking like, how do you even do anything?
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like to each his own, but like
I
that
can't.
requires some talent though.
It does.
I'm not even kidding. I'm like, and to me, like when I have long nails, I get stuff stuck under them. I'm like, you just get.
I have a scrubber in my shower, like a little brush, and I
Mm-hmm.
scrub underneath my nails every time I shower.
See, yeah.
For you.
Well, like, so look how short my nails are right now, right? Do you see?
Mhm.
Okay, hella short. Even if I don't shower every night and like I think the act of washing my hair and scrubbing my hair kind of scrubs
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
anyway.
it
If
gets in
I-
between.
Right, it's like its own exfoliant. If I don't do that and I just don't wash my hair and I just rinse or I just don't shower or whatever, I swear to God, the next day I feel it. I'm like, did I like scoop mud? Like, why are my fingernails so dirty? I don't
Did I
get
do
it.
gardening?
What did I do? What? So they're like, I just can't. So I can't even keep my nails clean.
Oh, you know what another pet peeve is
Hmm.
people that say you're the individual. Like if I'm sitting here and I have a big fat booger in my nose or I have something in my teeth, right?
Oh no,
People that don't tell you.
they just don't.
They
say
just
anything.
let you look busted as fuck.
Yeah.
It's so so let's say that to you and there's a room full of people and you're like, I don't want to say it in
Ooh,
front of people,
Absolutely.
but I'll like, once I can get you like your attention to me while everyone else is distracted,
Yeah.
then I will tell you. But I feel like some people
Yeah.
are just like,
Or I'll like
Yep.
signal, but like
yeah,
Yeah.
people are probably I'm just guessing, people are probably just like embarrassed for you, so they're embarrassed to
oh, now
tell
we're
you.
all embarrassed.
Now we're
Oh,
embarrassed. I know. And so, but yeah, I can't.
like just tell
Like
me.
you better tell me. Me and Tracy and I, we do teeth and nose checks to each other. We don't have time to look in the mirror because no, that's the worst. You cannot be a high school
Oh.
teacher and have something on your face. You can't. And so especially like, no, they're going to make fun of you for days.
Yep.
So Tracy and I look at each other and we like tilt our head back. Like, do I have any boogers? Do I have anything in my teeth?
So
No, good, great. That's what we do for each other.
Ugh.
It's gross. I don't like looking up her nose, but I will do it for her.
Hey.
I have another one actually. I have another pet peeve.
Hmm.
I have a lot actually. Now I think about it. People don't bring stuff to a potluck. Like
Oh.
bring a box of cookies. I don't care.
Bring
But will
something.
consume.
Yes,
Yeah.
consume the
No.
most.
Enough.
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't care. Bring a 2-liter soda or something.
Yeah.
Just bring something.
Bring a bucket of ice.
A bottle of wine, something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something. You don't bring anything. I try to go to functions and
Yeah,
bring
usually like
something.
I've got a bottle of wine at home, and if you can't bring anything, bring that.
Yeah. I feel like it's important as you get older because I had to learn. I realize now that I don't live at home and everything, like it's not cool to show up like empty-handed anywhere. So even still I'm like struggling with that, but
no, sometimes
but
a
a potluck especially, like it's something where people are bringing food. Absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely. What did she say earlier?
She's the absolute fucking
absolute fucking literally.
That was good.
I don't know where I learned that from or heard that from.
I say absolutely all the time.
You?
Yeah, but
She just added a syllabus.
Oh, is that what you guys were laughing
she
at me?
added a syllabus.
Is that what you guys were laughing at me?
Yes.
Oh.
Because you said absolute fucking loot. You added loot. That's okay. I'm into it. We'll just
She just said she added a syllabus.
syllabus.
Who's a foreigner now, damn?
We are not. We're not even drunk. This is just how we are. I would just no, but the potluck thing. So I was talking to my dad earlier today because we were confirming Thanksgiving plans. I'm going to go back home to his house, and all my my siblings, step siblings, whatever, their cousins, everyone's bringing something. So I told my dad, I said, hey, tell Jenny, that's my stepmom. I don't like using the word stepmom, but I don't know how else to describe her. It's such like a negative connotation. I love her to death. She's amazing. But so I was like, tell Jenny, I haven't looked at she shared a spreadsheet with us so everyone can add what they want to bring, which is really smart. I was like, I haven't checked it in a while. I'll check it and I'll bring something. And my dad, he's so sweet. He's like, just bring yourself. I'm like, no, Dad, I'm not gonna. Okay, yes, I'm gonna come, but I'm gonna bring something. I'm not just gonna be the degenerate and that shows up. First of all, I'm already the only single kidless one that shows up. I am not gonna come empty-handed. Can you imagine?
Well, I think the rule of thumb in our family is you go anywhere anybody's hosting, you bring whatever you're gonna drink. Right, you bring your beer that you want or your wine,
and then you share if you want. Well, I'm gonna do that, but then I'm gonna bring everyone's bringing a dish, whether it's homemade or store-bought. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring something. I'm not just gonna show up with my own bottle of wine and drink my own bottle of wine. Okay,
green bean casserole.
Something.
I love green bean casserole.
DeLeo, just take some lumpia from you. Okay, thanks.
You don't have to fry it there.
To fry it there.
He's not gonna be good.
But
it was cold.
But yeah, so I was just having a conversation with my dad, and I'm like, that's sweet, and it's tempting to like do that and not bring anything, but I'm gonna bring something. You just have to.
When I host, my family knows that I don't cook. Like I can cook 2 things or grill things, right?
Right.
So I tell them all the time, every time I'm hosting, what are you bringing? I will ask them straight up, because if you're not bringing anything, we're not eating.
Yeah,
because my ass can't cook.
Someone's got to bring.
I realize my family's really gotten it down. Like even for Thanksgiving, my mom just assigned us, like, I have appetizers, Teddy and Megan and Brinley have dessert. And my mom was so cute. She was like, she's like, what are Brinley and her parents coming to? Because she just cares about Brinley. She just wants the little one there. Are Brinley and her parents coming? What's a good time for Brinley?
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby B.
So we're pretty good at doing, hey, bring a salad. Hey, bring appetizers. Yeah.
It just makes it easier, and it also, in my opinion, just makes it fair.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're hosting,
cheaper for everyone.
Yeah, if you're hosting, like, people don't know it costs a lot of money to get food ready in a lot of time.
Well, and just hosting in general, like it's your house, like you kind of like are in. I think the general rule of thumb, and I could be wrong, is like you're hosting. This is what I do, at least. If I'm hosting, I'm hosting, I'm providing, and I'm gonna clean up. Like you're the guest, you don't do anything. Or at my dad's house, I'm always on dish duty. I want to be, because I'm like, sometimes it's like socialization overload because there's so many people there. So I'm like, I need to go do dishes for a second and not talk. I need to be busy.
Yeah.
But I feel like that. So it's a lot. It's like you're hosting, it's your place, and then you got to clean up after everyone leaves and stuff. So yeah, I think that, and if you're going to provide most of the food, it's a lot to host.
Yeah, like for Thanksgiving,
I think
I'm hosting this year, and I'm gonna have a turkey, a bunch of sides, and I call my grandma, and I'm like, this is what I'm having. She's like, I want ham. I'm like, well, your daughter can make that. My mom. So I call my mom. I'm like, your mom wants ham, so you gotta make the ham, Mom.
You're not gonna make the ham, Billy.
I have a friend coming over to help me make turkey.
Is this gonna be your first time making turkey?
Oh, I made it last year
Okay.
with the help. I'm like,
Jen-
unless
of
y'all
Jen?
want ribs and tri-tip for
My
Thanksgiving.
dad's making a prime rib.
Oh, I
Is-
can't.
Instead of turkey?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this is gonna come out after Thanksgiving, but it's still gonna be relevant because people are still munching on leftovers. But what's we were talking about in our last episode was people nowadays are like foregoing the turkey.
I do not like turkey.
Yeah, honestly, turkey is not my favorite either. I'll go for the ham. If there's gonna be traditional Thanksgiving food there, I probably will have a tiny bite of turkey and then I'll just all the ham. Give me all the ham.
Yeah, I'll go more
But-
for ham.
But I like the prime rib.
I don't
idea
discriminate.
I'm a side woman.
You're a side chick.
Yep.
Side
I'm a big
chick.
side chick.
I
I
don't
like the side.
discriminate, especially leftovers. I love making sandwiches.
Yeah,
You gotta have the gravy.
Yes.
the gravy.
Like I usually make like a sandwich like from Friends.
Okay, hang on.
Mhm.
They put
No, so no.
The
Continue.
moist maker?
the moist maker, you put some gravy in that,
Yeah.
some cranberry.
Mhm.
There's this sandwich at Safeway, they put cream cheese on it. With turkey. Oh,
That
and some stuffing. Fuck,
That
I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
she's
Mhm.
ready for something.
I already gained 2 pounds from Friendsgiving this weekend. Here comes 5 pounds this Thursday.
And then you have leftovers too.
And then we have Christmas.
And then you have Christmas right around the corner. That another big meal.
I got 2 Christmases this year.
This is why people have New Year's resolutions they're like, I need to go back to the gym or no, it's fine. You just ate food because it's the holidays, it's fine.
Yeah.
That
You'll
was
be
my
fine.
New Year's resolution, and it's November and I haven't done it.
I don't even know if I had one.
So I try to do a word of the year. Now we're getting into the holidays and stuff. So now I try to do a word of the year every
Oh,
year.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I forgot what my word was this year though.
Shit.
And I have to think of my word for this year.
Oh.
For next year, I guess
The
technically.
word is good. I like
Just
that.
a word. Like
My word.
okay, oh, I just thought of this. My word, freedom. I don't know why I just thought of that because I do what I want no matter what anyway. I don't feel tied down to anything or whatever, but just freedom. I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be my word.
Balance for me.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
I
one.
have no
Good.
balance in my life.
That's a good one. for
Whether it
you.
be spending,
working.
working. I no balance.
Everything in
Yeah.
between. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start.
Like
My
off the top of your head,
just
go.
one thing. Honestly, I think I'm just telling myself since my breakup, I'm just trying to get through my year of firsts, you know?
Oh, okay.
Because 8 years with someone, and so
Yeah.
now without that.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, when we went to this restaurant that, you know, my ex and I used to go to, like, even that was hard. So I'm like, okay, gotta go through a whole year of, you know,
Mm.
first, not necessarily alone, but without said person.
You
So-
first. You.
New
Yeah.
beginnings, new start.
Yeah,
I don't know, that's
something.
cliche.
I like first.
Firsts. How
Yeah,
about that? Just first.
I like that.
That is hard. We can get into that. That's a whole nother episode.
Right.
I can already see it. It's a whole nother episode. But I know, because I have lots of questions. I can
Okay.
write that down.
Me too.
Maybe that's how I'll start back. Not here to judge.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Hey.
about breakups and new beginnings.
Yep.
Yeah. But okay. First. That's good. Okay. Well, this has been a fun episode.
I love talking about shit that irritates me.
I think Kaylyn likes to see me fired up.
I do.
There was just a little quick note. There was a Snapchat memory of Kaylyn sending me a video of me saying, Delee's working herself up.
Delee's no, it said Delee's gonna work herself up real good. Wait, what?
How did Lee's working herself up real good or some shit? And my other favorite one is when you when you accidentally marked everyone absent. And you had to go back in and change it one by one. But you were getting fired up about something. I love when I'm not the angry one.
Then we catch it on video, of course.
Yes.
The three of us spend lots of time together. It never gets old. But this is fun. This is the first time I've had both of you on one of my podcasts at the same time.
Oh,
So yeah.
well, hey.
Well, hey, Josh, you're fired. I think Delee's gonna take over as
Yeah, this
co-host.
is Josh's 2-week notice.
Delee and or Kaylyn will be the co-host from now on. And
And we're gonna get Deborah a mic.
we don't need you anymore, Josh, except for to edit and put the episode together. So
Except for the fundamentals of this program. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your time.
and thank you for your time. But speaking of, it is late. It is is it already 9:30? Oh man. Okay. Well, it is past our bedtime, or I should say my bedtime. Thanks to Kaylyn and her advertising skills. I have lots of massages tomorrow. So that's good. And yeah.
Buy gift certificates.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, seriously, like if anyone needs any digital advertisement, media, social media, whatever, you have to hit up Kaylyn. She charges $1,000 an hour. I'm just kidding. That's how much she should be paid because she's really good at it. So anyway, do either of you want to throw out your social media? That's what we usually ask at the end of the episode.
I'm not super active on mine, so
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
I post random shit.
Delete post random shit.
And my social media is what
What got
helped me find my
girlfriend?
my girlfriend. that
Your
I love.
social media or wait, hang on.
whoa.
Hang on. Your social media or me?
Oh boy.
Deb. It's Deb. And what do you say, Deb?
And you're welcome.
Exactly.
Long story short, we went to a comedy show and I put Dilly on stage.
I
And
think
that's
you
how
do
she
that
felt.
for your other podcast, and you could be a commentator in that one.
Oh, you mean like telling the story?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure. We have to tell that story. So everyone be on the lookout.
Yep.
but Deb0224.
At Deb0224. Is that what it is?
I didn't know that.
Deb0224. Oh,
I forget that
okay.
yours is Ginger Spice. I'll be going to tag you on something. Oh, what the fuck's her name?
Ginger Spice 28. It's because Ginger Spice was taken, so I had to add a number. I think I was 20 years old when I made.
I was
that.
wondering
think
where the
that's why-
28 came
Well,
from.
I was 28 when I
She's
think
0224.
is
Her
that,
birthday.
that's her birthday.
Oh,
February 24th. The only reason why I
I
know
thought you
that.
were 17th. No, Tommy's the 17th.
Okay, well, because so Delee's birthday is the same as my dad's, so that's how I always remember that hers is February 24th, which is
I'm not
crazy.
that
I'm just gonna keep forgetting.
It's fine. And then Kaylyn, well, no, put yours out there in case people want to hire you for content or something.
It's just my first and last name. It's just Kaylyn Denison. Of course, everything is hard to spell in my name. But you could look through Deb's followers.
It's
Kaylyn.
Denison.
Yeah.
Yes, at Kaylyn Denison.
All my shit's private, but I mean, I'll look at it every once in a while.
Just get a hold of me or Connectable if you want to get a hold of Kaylyn, I guess. And we'll make sure that she can, hit you up. But check out if you want to see what she can do, at mermaid.therapy. I had to think about it for a second. I said, is that
.com?
At mermaid.therapy is my massage business page if you want to look at it to see, because she create everything on there. She's done all the posts and everything and the stories and stuff. So she'll be putting on some cute stories. I won't even know. She'll just do it and I'll just look and I'm like, oh, cute, look what I posted today. It's so cute. So thanks for that. All right, we're losing Delee. She's done. I'm done too.
Yeah. It's bedtime.
It is bedtime. Thank you both so much for being on Connectable. Thanks for co-hosting, Delee. And
Absolute fucking lootly.
On the pet peeve episode.
on the pet peeve episode. And on that note, I don't even know what we're gonna call this. Josh, you can name it whatever you want. Pet peeve.
Call it pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
Fuck off.
Pet peeve.
You guys can't see it, but I'm flipping the boat off.
All right, we're done with this nonsense. You guys can follow us on all social media at Connectable Podcast and then on Twitter at Connectable Pod. I think I said that right, Josh. So anyway, all right. We will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching the show. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you like it, share it, and hit the subscribe button to get a new episode every week. We'll see you next time on the Connectable Podcast.